Hey everyone, this is Sultan with WPFunnels, and today I will give you a hands-on tutorial on how you can design your funnel pages using Elementor. WPFunnels lets you create high-converting sales funnels where you can visually plan the funnel journey and configure it easily. And the best part, just like any other pages on your website, you will be able to design your funnel pages using your favorite page builder, Elementor. Now, while you can use all Elementor features when designing your funnel pages, there are a few widgets that you must use to make sure the funnel is functional. For each funnel page type, we have dedicated widgets that you must use. The next step button and the opt-in form widgets on the landing page and the custom page, the checkout widget on the funnel checkout page, the offer button widget on the upsell and downsell pages, and the order details widget on the funnel thank you page. In this video, I'll show you how you can edit each funnel page using Elementor, and I'll give you a walkthrough of using all the necessary widgets. Plus, I will also show you how you can customize these widgets from within Elementor to match your brand requirements. So let's begin. So as you can see, I'm on the funnel dashboard and I haven't created any funnels yet. So for this video, I'm going to create a brand new funnel, and in this funnel, I'm going to include all the available steps to show you how to design each and every step with the right widgets. So first, let's create a funnel. Click on this button, and this will give me the options to either import templates or create one from scratch. So for this video, I'm going to create a complete funnel from the start. So I'm going to click on Start from Scratch, and here I'm also not going to choose any layouts. So let me just name it New Funnel, and I'll just proceed to create funnel, and there you go. So once I create a funnel completely from scratch with no layout, it takes me to an absolutely blank funnel canvas where I can add any steps I want. So first, I'll click on this icon, the new step icon, and this will let me choose templates for my funnel steps. So on the left side, I'll choose what step I want to add. So here I want to add the landing step, and from the right side, I can choose any template I want. So let's say I'm going to import this template for this funnel. So this is a landing page template. If I click on import, this will be imported and it will be added to the funnel canvas. So this page now has the design already implemented with Elementor. If I preview this, you can see that this page is fully designed. Okay. So if I go back to the canvas now, so here for the landing page, you can customize it however you want with Elementor. All you need to do is just click on this edit icon, and this will open up in the Elementor edit mode. There you go. Now this whole page is actually designed with Elementor. All our templates that are for Elementor, they're designed completely with Elementor. So you can customize all the elements in this page. Okay. But what you need to make sure that you're actually using our widget in the right place. In the landing page, we have two widgets. If I go to the add element section and go to the very bottom, you'll see that there are two options, next step button and opt-in form under WPFunnels. So these two are our widgets. On the landing page, if you want to use any call to action button, or if you want to add an opt-in form, you may use our widgets and it'll work naturally. Okay. So for this one, you can see this is a CTA button. It says subscribe now. This is actually our widget next step button. If I click on the edit icon, you can see on the left side, I get the button settings. And here I can customize the button however I want. You can see that first it says button type. So you can see the initial option is always next step, which means clicking on this will take the user to the next step of this funnel. But you can also change this to go to a custom URL, or you can change this to assign it to another funnel. So basically someone clicking on this will go to another funnel that you might have on your website. So let me just leave it at next step. And then if you click on this one, here you can change the text of the button. So I can write buy now, or I can change the text to whatever I want. Okay. And I can change the alignment of the button. So if I click on middle, you can see it's changing the alignment. I can change the size of the button however I want. So I have full control over this. I can even add an icon to the button if I want to. Okay. And other than that, I can also use all the style options that Elementor provides by default. Like I can change the typography, I can change the button color. So you can see that I can change it just like you do in a regular page. Okay. You can change all of that. You can add radius, you can add box shadow, you can add padding, you can customize the whole thing. On top of that, you also get a lot of advanced customization options through Elementor, to customize the whole thing however you want. So our widgets are not just limited to just placing the buttons and using what we offer. You can actually customize it to match your brand. Okay, so just like the next step button, let me show you how to use our opt-in form as well. So I'll go to add element and I'll scroll down and let me drag and drop the opt-in form here. There you go. So you can see I've dropped the opt-in form. It currently has the default design, but you can obviously edit this. On the left side, you see there are a lot of options here. Okay, so first of all, you can see that you have the option to choose the form source. So this can be this one, which is WPFunnels, or you can change it to MailMint. So in case you have MailMint and forms created in MailMint, you can use that form directly over here using this widget if you want to. Okay, second, you have the option to collect leads in MailMint. So if you enable this option, you'll see that you'll have the option to choose tags and lists that you have created in MailMint already. So you can create a lead generation funnel right from here. You just need WPFunnels and MailMint. For this opt-in form, you just enable send leads to MailMint and then configure these options. Then every time a customer opts in, their contacts will be added to MailMint, from where you can run automations, send email campaigns, and so much more, right? So let me turn that off. Below that, then there is the form layout. Here you can choose a few form styles that you have given. So if this is a general opt-in form, you choose that, or if it's a click to expand, what will happen is this is a button. When someone clicks on it in the live site, this is going to expand into the opt-in form. Okay, so that's the other option you have, and you can choose different styles that we have set by default, but it's not mandatory to use this style. You can obviously use your own style. But you can see that we have created a few basic default styles for the form. Okay, other than that, you can also choose what fields you want in the form. So we have the option to add the first name, last name, phone number, website URL, the message, acceptance checkbox. Okay, and for all of this, you can also choose to make them required, change the label, and so. Let me show you. Let me just enable the first name, and you can see the first name has been added. For this, I can also mark it as required, which means that a person has to input this data or else the form won't be submitted. Okay, and below that, I can also choose to enable to show the field labels. What this will do is this will separate the labels from the placeholder. Okay, by default it's turned off. You can turn it on if you want this to be separated. In that case, what will happen is you can change the placeholder text and the label text however you need. Okay, and if you're happy with these settings, then you also can customize the button. If I click on this, you can see that I can change the text of the button. So let's say I'm in, so I can change the text like that. Okay, and I can add an icon. All right, and I can make the basic alignment options over here, and I can also choose some actions after submission. So here I can choose what will happen after I submit the form. You can see that I can show a notification text and subject line which will be sent to the admin. Okay, you can see there's the admin email. At the same time, I can choose some other actions, such as right now it shows none. It means that if someone submits this form, they'll remain on this page, but the form will be submitted. But if I change this to next step, it means that after submitting this form, if this funnel has a next step, people will go to the next step. And if I choose a redirect to URL, it means I can choose an external URL where the page will redirect to after I submit the form. So I can do all of that from these settings. I can also choose to carry data from this form. So if I have a custom step after the landing page, which also has an opt-in form, or if I have a checkout step after the landing page, which has a checkout form, then the data submitted here will be forwarded there as well. And finally, I also have register user as subscriber, which means someone who registers here, they will be added as a subscriber in WordPress. So these are all the options you get with the opt-in form. Now, if I move on to the styles, you can see you can customize the opt-in form completely. You can change the color, the typography. You can customize the input fields, designs. Okay, you can also customize the submit button design. So obviously you want to change the color of the button to match your brand color. So you can, want to change the color. So let's say I'm gonna choose a different color over here. So I can choose any color I want to match my brand. Okay, and I can change the size and everything just like I can do with a normal button from here. Okay, plus we have other advanced settings that you normally get with Elementor for any widget. All right, so you have all those options to customize the next step button and the opt-in form on the landing page. Okay, and any customizations you make, you save it, it's gonna take effect in the front end as well. Okay, so that's how you customize a landing page in WPFunnels. So for this, I don't need an opt-in form. I'll just remove that. I'll just keep to this and save it. Now let's get back to the canvas. Next, we'll look at the custom step. So let's click on add new step to add a step after landing. And here you can see that I can only add a checkout step, a thank you step, or a custom step after the landing page. So let me add a custom step. For this, I can also import a template or start from scratch. So let me import a template. And you can see this is a custom step. Now, I'll tell you this, that a custom step is actually same as a landing page, just that it's a page after the landing page. The landing page is considered the starting page of your funnel. So that's why we allowed to add more pages like the landing page later on in case you need it. All right. In this case, for the custom step, we have the same widgets that you get with the landing step. Let me show you. Let me edit this. And as you can see, I've imported the same template basically. And here I also have the same widgets. If I click on plus element and go to the very bottom, you can see that I have the next step button widget and I have the opt-in form widget. And this one itself is a next step button widget. So when you design the custom step or the custom page, you use the same widgets you use with the landing page. And the designing control is the same as you do with Elementor normally for any pages. Okay, so let me go back to the canvas. Next, let us look at how you can customize the checkout page. So I'll click on plus step and here I'll choose checkout and I'll import a template for checkout. So as you can see, the checkout step has been added. Now, before you customize the checkout step, make sure you have assigned the product that you're offering. All right. So you need to assign the product that will be on the cart when someone accepts your offer and goes to the checkout page. So to do that, click on this cart icon for checkout and here click on add product and then choose a product. Okay, so I'll just click on add and the product is added. Okay, so once you've assigned the product, you can configure further in the checkout settings, but let us look at how you can customize that. But before I customize it, let me give you a glimpse of how it looks when I've imported the template. Let me preview this. And there you go. You can see that this is the checkout form and this is the product I just added. And you can see this is how it's designed. Now, this checkout form is actually our widget and that's the widget you have to use. Let me show you. Let me edit the checkout step. And there you go. Just like all the other pages, this is opened in the Elementor edit mode. Now on this page, if you hover on this and click on this icon, you can see that this is actually our widget. In the elements area, if you scroll to the very bottom, you'll see that under WPFunnels, there's the checkout widget. So when you drag and drop this, this form is going to appear. And if you can actually customize this form further. First of all, we have different layouts. You have a 2-column layout, 1-column layout, 2-step, multi-step, express checkout layout. So you can choose a layout that suits your requirements. You can choose to enable floating labels. So let me show you what happens there. That in the floating label, this is the effect you get. So normally, if there is no data inputted, this will be like this, as if like there's a placeholder text. Once you click on that, it's going to float above and you can input the data. So that's the floating label effect that we have for the checkout if you want to use it. Okay. Other than that, you can customize the style and design of the checkout form. You go to the style and here you can see that you can change the color, typography of each and every section that's available on this checkout form. So you can customize the color, the text, the paddings, the field colors, the border colors. You can customize the whole look of this checkout form from here, from Elementor settings in the style area. At the same time, you get all the advanced settings that you normally get from Elementor to customize any widget. So once you customize this, this is what people are going to see in the front end, right? And if you're happy with the customization, click on publish and this will be saved. But there is one more way you can customize the checkout page. Let me show you. Go to the canvas and if you go to the cart icon of checkout, on the top you'll see this option called edit fields. So this lets you customize the fields available in the checkout form. This is actually a checkout field editor for the WPFunnels checkout. So you can add or remove fields from here and this will remove the field from the checkout form. Let me show you. You can see that there is a field called company, right? So let me go to the checkout page that I opened earlier. If I scroll down, you can see that there's this field called company, but let's say I don't want to include this field in my checkout form. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to this edit field area, and for company, I'm just going to disable this. Okay. And then scroll down and click on save additional settings. So now let me go to the checkout page and reload the page. Now you can see that the company field has disappeared. It was there a minute ago after the last name, but I have disabled it, so this has disappeared. So this is a built-in checkout field editor you get to customize that widget. Okay, so that's how you customize your checkout form. You can also include order bumps on the page, but that's for another video. I have another video to show you how you can include order bumps on your checkout form, and you can customize the different positions. I'll add a link to that video in the description and also on the YouTube card, so that you can check that out in case you want to use order bumps. But for now, I'm just showing you how you can customize the pages. All right, now besides the widget, you can also customize the whole page of the checkout page over here. So you can see these are text. These are actually Elementor widgets to customize the text. You can do all of that. You can add more things on this page, such as you can add a section for reviews. You can add more product recommendations below. So that's totally up to you. So you can customize this page however you want. Okay, so now once you're done with the checkout step, let's move on to the upsell step and its widget. So let us click on plus new step and let's choose upsell. And I can also import a template here, just like all the other steps, or I can create one from scratch if I wanted to, right? Now, just like the checkout step, you also need to assign the product before you edit the upsell step. So click on this card icon for upsell and then click on add product. Search for the product you want to offer as upsell. And you can see that I've assigned the product as upsell. Now let's go back to the canvas and let's click on edit for upsell. And there you go. You can see that this has opened in the Elementor edit mode, just like all the other pages, and everything on this page is created using Elementor. So you can customize everything on this page. Now this page has one particular widget that we come up with. So if you go to the element section and go to the very bottom, you can see that under WPFunnels, there's a widget called offer button. So this is the widget you need to use to allow people to accept the offer or reject the offer. So on this page, you can see I already have this dropped. This is actually the offer button widget. If I click on edit, you can see on the left side, this is the offer button widgets, and these are the settings for it. So let us look at the settings it has. You can see it says select button type. So you can choose this to be a button type of upsell or a downsell. If you are using an upsell step and using this widget, then you will be choosing upsell here. For the downsell step, we have the same widget. So at that time, you have to choose downsell over there. It does have some effect in the analytics and also some effect in the order details. So that's why you should maintain the right type over here. And then comes the button action. This is very important. Here you can see that it says the button action is accept. It just means that if someone clicks on this, then the offer will be accepted. And as you know, this is one-click upsell for most payment gateways. So if someone clicks on this, the offer is going to be directly accepted. If you wanted this to be a reject button, then make sure to change this action into a reject button, which means that when someone will click on this, the offer will be rejected. They'll not accept it and they'll move on to the next step. And you can see that right below this one, there's another thing that says no, I don't want. This is actually the same widget dropped, but you can see that the action is set to reject. And don't worry about the colors and stuff. It looks like a text, I know, but we customized it because you want to, keep less focus on the rejection and focus more on accepting the offer, right? So that's why we designed it like that, but this is actually a button. All right. Now for the button settings, you can change the text however you want over here. You can add icons, you can change alignments, and you can also go to style and design it just like you do for a button. You have seen that earlier in this video, I showed you how to customize the next step button. You can customize this one in the same way. And in the advanced, again, you get the same advanced customization options that Elementor offers for all the widgets. So that's the widget you need in the upsell step. And besides that, you can customize all the content on this page and move on however you want. Okay, now let's get back to the canvas and let us add a downsell step. So if I click on plus and here, let's choose downsell and import the downsell template. There you go, it's added. Same as upsell. Again, you need to assign the product first. So I'll just assign a product that I have. There you go. Now let's go back to the canvas and let's click on edit. And there you go. This is also designed with Elementor, so it's pretty much the same. And again, for this page, it's same as upsell. You get the offer button widget. There you go. And it's dropped already. And the settings, as I mentioned, that this one is a downsell step. So that here you can see the button type is set as downsell. So make sure that you're maintaining this because, as I said, this affects the analytics and some details in the order details of WooCommerce. Okay. And you can see that the button action is, again, it says accept. So if someone clicks on this, the offer will be accepted. If it's changed to reject, if someone clicks on this now, the offer will be rejected. So be very careful about this so that you don't confuse your customer. And there's one more thing I didn't show you a minute ago. This button also has a settings called show product price. If you click on this, you can see the price of the actual product will appear here. This one was actually a text that was inputted, which you had to manually correct. If you don't want to do that, you can actually show the price beside the button, or on the right side, above, below. You can add the text over there and then customize it in the style. Okay, so this is something that we did to make sure that you can not get confused with the pricing and everything. Okay, and if you're using global funnels, then you'll get more options here to show the whole product data so that you can add dynamic offers there. All right, but there's a different video for that. I'll add that in the description. Okay, for now, let's just disable this and keep it as it is. If you want to show product price using this, you can enable this and remove the custom text that you have placed. All right, this is the template, so we have placed our text. It doesn't mean that this is the price of your product, right? When someone will click on this, they're going to actually pay for the price that's marked in your product. So make sure to correct this text when you're putting this to live. All right, now let's go back to the canvas, and you can see I've already added a total of 5 steps, and we have one more step, which is the thank you step, the last step of the funnel. So let's click on this and let's choose the thank you step, and let's import the thank you step. So on the thank you page, again, you can click on edit, and this will open up in the Elementor edit mode. And there we have a widget called the order detail widget. All right. Using this widget, you can choose what sections you want to add into the confirmation page. So when someone places an order, all these details are shown: a basic overview, the details of the order, basically the product details, the pricing and everything, the billing details and the shipping details, basically your addresses, right? If you want, you can choose not to show this on the thank you page by turning this off. Okay, that's totally up to you. So you can customize the thank you page however you want, and include this widget in case you want to show an order confirmation. Well, this is the only page where you're not bound to use this widget. It's not mandatory because this is the last step of the funnel. Where else will you go after this? So if you want, you can not use this widget and use something else. That's totally up to you. But in a normal e-commerce business or an online business, people usually prefer to get a confirmation once they've placed orders. So we suggest that you should include this one, at least display the basic overview of the orders so that the customer can at least know that the order has been placed. Plus, customize this to add more instructions on how they're going to get access to their product. Okay, so that's just about it. I've just showed you how you can edit all the funnel pages, and all of these pages can be edited using Elementor however you want. And I've explained all the widgets involved to help you make the funnel functional. Okay, so next, it's your turn to go ahead and design your own funnels. I also have a video to show you how you can reuse one of your existing page templates within the funnels. You can go ahead and check that out. I'll leave that in the description as well and on the YouTube card. So make sure that you're using the right widgets in the right steps. So if you go to the checkout page and you're looking for the next step button, you won't find it because it only has its own dedicated widget. And if you don't use the widget of WPFunnels and use some other short code maybe for checkout, then that checkout will not be tracked in WPFunnels. Hence, the journey will not go through. So if you want the funnel to be functional, you need to make sure that you're using our widgets. Okay, so go ahead and start creating high converting funnels with amazing designs through Elementor. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in one of my future videos. Take care.